in the Swiss stage round 3. The matchup today, Mousketeers versus Ragnarok Freyja, and I'm really hoping for a good match today. Mousketeers coming off a couple wins and Ragnarok coming off a close match last week. So we'll see what happens here. Again, we are in the Swiss stage because we're changing things up here at Seasons. So doing a Swiss stage first and then dividing the teams into their separate categories based on how they finish. Now, I am here with a new caster for Seasons, Ace.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ace Says Hi, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm really looking forward to this game between Mousketeers and Ragnarok. It should be a good one.
Yes, it should, as the first map here gonna be Suravasa, it looks like, going back to Flashpoint, and I know I haven't been on a stream in a while, but it does not change the fact that I love this game mode. It just feels so fast, so quick, so energetic that, you never really know what to expect. Now, if I can just inquire into some of your thoughts, Ace, the comps here, I have been seeing so much Junker Queen, it's not even funny.
Yeah, no, Flashpoint specifically, with how brawl heavy these two maps are, it's definitely a lot of like Queen Rush, or I've seen the occasional Zarya, but mainly it's Queen Rush that's been going on.
Absolutely. Like you said, I have been seeing some Zarya as well, but mainly just that running it down with the Junker Queen, and it provides for that fast pace that we need to see for you to be able to succeed on Flashpoint. So it's something that I'm very much looking forward to. And the last time I saw Mousketeers, they did that wonderfully, just really making decisive choices and able to take down their opponents with relative ease. But, it's one of those things that I'm excited to see, and hopefully Ragnarok is able to deal with.
Indeed. Yeah, I think we're about to get into it, so let's head into the map.
Absolutely. These teams seem to be conversing pretty well. Maybe we'll have some funny match chat moments as we head in to the first map. Now, Mousketeers coming in as the favorite for this match, but I always say you never really know what to expect, especially when a team has possibly been together for a while or something of that nature. But I'm very excited to kick it off, be back in the casting chair, and see what comps we're running as we wait for these teams to pick. Now, this map in general is just, personally, outside of the game, I think it's gorgeous. I think really well made, really well thought out, and I've actually had a lot of fun playing it.
Yeah, Suravasa is definitely a very interesting map, and definitely very beautiful. As we get our first look at the compositions, we have a Reinhardt coming out from Ragnarok.
That is just straight brawl right there. Nothing as classic as that with the Reinhardt Bastion Sim, and then on the left side from Mousketeers we see that classic JQ comp. So we'll see how it fares as we hop into map 1, Mousketeers versus Ragnarok.
Yeah, the Reinhardt is very interesting here because Reinhardt these days isn't in the best form, so we'll have to see how Ragnarok is able to deal with the Queen Rush here.
Absolutely, and it looks
like engaging Sim TP onto the top high ground there. Got the Bastion set up high ground for the Ragnarok. Very interesting.
That's going to be a huge advantage because they're able to just force that JQ comp out a little bit, hopefully get some picks.
Lamp out early from the side of Mousketeers, so Ragnarok has a bit of an advantage right now, and is have point presence too.
We'll see who's able to cap here first.
Oh, Bioska going down to villain, but Mousketeers are trying to draw in on Ragnarok right now.
Absolutely, we'll see what happens. No picks from either side, as no one has even capped the point yet. So we'll see what's going to happen here. A lot of Mousketeers players getting very low. Oh no, also at half health, but he gets back up.
Villain taken down by Sif, and oh no, going down. Oh no. Looks like Mousketeers are going to win this first point here. They already got the percentage going on. They won the first fight, and now it's time for them to stabilize. Let's see if Ragnarok is able to shake anything up, or if they're going to keep this calm. Right now, it looks like they're staying the same comp, so.
Yeah, it does look like they're staying there, but it was just really impressive to see how the Mousketeers were able to deal with losing the Bastion, because that turret form is one of the most vital things within that composition, you know? That's what puts the pressure on and allows the Junker Queen to go in, so even without the Bastion, they were able to clean up, and it just really shows some ingenuity as the fake TP goes down.
Fake TP, oh, miss shatters though! The wall's coming out, all the ults coming out from both sides right now. Just,
lots of Qs being pressed.
Oh my gosh. Every Q is being pressed that's possible right now. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know either, as it looks like the Mousketeers
are losing.
They're gonna fall here.
Yeah, Ragnarok's coming out on top here. Mousketeers do have beat and artillery strike coming back, whereas Ragnarok only have artillery, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, as you see, they're already at 99%. Another aspect of Flashpoint is those points just go so fast that you're able to keep and hold with not a lot of time, as we'll see the artillery come out from Villain. Can he get a pick?
Not able to get a pick, but able to force out TP. Beat coming out from the side of Mousketeers, but Vioska not able to get anything with their artillery. Everyone on the side of Ragnarok is very low right now, but same with Mousketeers. The lamps out from both sides, and Ragnarok still has hold of the point, but Mousketeers are trying to cap it with their Lucio from Unchanged. Oh, Villain with the pick onto Bob. This might just be the opening that Mousketeers need to come in, and it is. With Oh No falling and Vioska falling, it looks like Mousketeers are going to be able to take this first point here after a very close fight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, 85% on the side of Ragnarok is very impressive, but it's one of those things where you don't use... I feel like if they possibly might have saved some ults when they took, you might be able to win that fight, but in the end, Mousketeers are going to come on top.
Yeah. And it also appears that, like, both sides are fairly even on their ultimates. Ragnarok's going to have both support ults coming online, whereas Mousketeers are going to have Rampage and Window online. Oh, TP coming in here from... Oh, messed up TP, never mind. But Vioska still falls. Vioska gets a pick on Gumini, but falls to Oracle. And Window coming out on the side of Ragnarok, able to take down Tao. Looks like Ragnarok's... Oh, Beat and Blade coming out from their respective sides.
Yes, I mean, very interesting choice there by Oracle to pop the Blade just to get the Emort out, and they still lose the fight. So you gotta wonder if that was maybe a little bit of an error on the side of Mousketeers to pop that Blade when you're already down 2, especially down a tank and your Bastion. Like I said, that Bastion being so pivotal to this composition. So now, Ragnarok gonna be able to catch a good, decent amount of percentage here.
However, Ragnarok doesn't have the beat now for Tao's Rampage, so this might actually...
Oh, it's big
coming in! But Oh No still falls! Both sides are even right now, but this is a very... Oh. Shit.
Here comes the ult! Nice kill by the Bastion, and that's a double! And it looks like Ragnarok's able to clean up the shatter by Oh No was massive, but they weren't able to capitalize on it. But he was able to, the Bastion on the side of the Ragnarok was able to clean up, and they were able to just come in, and they might be able to cap this point.
Yeah. Side of Mousketeers looks like they're falling back. Looks like they are giving up the point here. So Ragnarok is getting tied up 1-1 as we move over to the next flashpoint. This game mode is very fast-paced, and looks like a fight's happening early on here on this right side still.
Yes, these early fights can be pivotal because it can decide who gets that first cap and who gets the better position. But it looks like Mousketeers are actually going to rotate around and try to take point control.
Little TP bomb going on here. They take on the high ground on this side of the point here. But both sides using turret form already. Let's see if Tao is able to do anything with his Rampage here, because they are lined up perfectly for him. Huge Rampage coming in, all 5, and this should be a fight win on the side of Mousketeers, and it is. Just a quick little cleanup, and that was a massive Rampage.
Wow, yes. I mean, that Rampage, I'm pretty sure hit all 5, but maybe 4. And they, the Mousketeers were able to perfectly turn and focus that Emort field, and they just fell like dominoes there. And for one ultimate, I mean, you gotta be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, Mousketeers, the only team with an ult in the bag right now, with Beat. And let's see, they're trying the same thing again, just this weird TP onto this right side high ground. Oh, they get a pick onto Gumbani, and this might just be the opening that Ragnarok needs to retake the point.
Yes, but they need to be able to capitalize. Villain taking out Sif. Oh no, taking out Oracle. They're still up 1, and they might cap point here. They do.
They're able to cap point. Let's see if they notice it. Lucy unchanged with the beat, but that brings out Bob's wall. And Rain's beat. I'm not sure if that beat was entirely necessary there, but it's allowing them to chase forward, and now ults are just being popped left and right here on both sides. Oracle with the blade. Let's see if Oracle's able to do something with this blade now that Ragnarok doesn't have a beat to counter it.
Absolutely. I mean, you have to wonder why Rain is popping beat there. I mean, the artillery fire was coming in, yes,
Window!
but I don't really think it matters.
Window is able, Bob's able to get 2, but Mousketeers strike right back, taking down Vioska and Sif. Oh no, getting a pick on Oracle. Bob is in trouble. Bob needs to get out of there. Bob got out with the help of the TP. And now it's just Tao getting taken down in a solo shatter by Oh No.
I really like that solo shatter there. I mean, you're approaching 99% on the side of the Mousketeers, and you know that you need to cap or you guys are going to go down to the final point. And if you can change that in your favor, a shatter is worth it, especially when you know that they're only going to have 1 fight and they're going to have to regroup very, very soon. So I really like that solo shatter there. As we see Oracle, she's switching over to the Echo.
Yeah, questionable switch here. I'm not too sure how much value Echo's going to be able to get on this inside. TP destroyed, and Vioska's by themselves on point, and Tao is able to collapse on, Mousketeer is able to collapse on the TP from Ragnarok and able to clean it up. So maybe this Echo swap is actually going to be really good for them as they take point number 2.
Yes, and that TP into the middle of the team might have been a little foolhardy, as they know that this composition can punish anyone out of line, and they were able to get the opening pick and just bear down on them. So hopefully they can fix some things, and we can go to the 5th point of the map, but we will see what happens here as the Mousketeers take an early point control.
Yeah, Mousketeers take early point control, but also I want to point out something that last fight is that the TP broke so early and Vioska wasn't able to TP through. So they, Ragnarok was down 1 person, and this TP, only the Lucio took it. Rain and Sif are separated right now, and Oh No is just get collapsed on. However, they are able to even things out, and Rain is able to take down both Oracle and Gumbani.
Oh, nice beat there by Rain. Really just saving the team as Tao and Villain both popping their ults, but we'll see what happens here as the picks keep coming in on the side of the Mousketeers, but Ragnarok able to clean up, and they will recap, or not recap, they will cap point.
Yeah. Very interesting how Ragnarok was able to win that, because I saw that TP go and only Sif and Rain took the TP, and Oh No fell because of it. So I thought for sure that Mousketeers would be able to capitalize, but somehow Rain able to turn this fight around for their team.
Absolutely, as we see the Oracle getting a little bit out of place here, but they do have copy, so these 2 teams will meet on high ground.
Indeed. Oracle looking to duplicate right now. Duplicate Sebastian. Very interesting, and it looks like almost out. They're almost out of it, but it gets a pick onto Bob and Vioska. It looks like Ragnarok is going to lose this fight here on the backside of Oracle's copy.
Wow, I mean, huge plays there by Oracle. The copy allowing for 2 turret forms. I mean, that's just a massive amount of damage that Ragnarok just really couldn't come back from. And then even with the ult, forcing out the Emor, allowing for the cleanup from the rest of the team. It was just really nice play there by Oracle.
Indeed. Gumbani also able to keep Oracle up during that with a lamp of their own. And a boot coming in here onto Bob, forces Bob onto the low ground, and Villain gets a pick onto Sif though. Oracle gets picked onto Bob, and now Ragnarok's just stuck in this room by themselves. They kind of have to, I don't think they can afford to keep this fight going. They have to either die or get out of there, and it looks like they're opting to get out of there, while Mousketeers are in hot pursuit on them, able to take down Oh No, and Vioska, and Rain. that's going to be a cleanup there for Mousketeers, and they should be able to win this first map off the back of that. I'm not sure if Ragnarok is going to have enough time to regroup and get a full touch.
Yes, and even if they do get a one-touch rule here, I just think that the Mousketeers are in too good a position. Oh, and they don't touch.
Not even touch. Not able to touch, and Mousketeers able to win that first map.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some really good stuff there from the Mousketeers Tao with some amazing rampages. And like we said, we didn't know how we felt about Oracle's Echo, but she was able to prove that it was the right decision.
Yeah.
So I was really happy to see that. Definitely some interesting stuff there. I mean, and you have to give it to Ragnarok for sticking with the Rhine comp the entire time.
And yeah, really interesting that Ragnarok was able to do as good as they did with the Ram comp against that Queen Rush with the Bastion. Very valiant effort from the side of Ragnarok as we move on to our next map.
Absolutely, and it's going to be push. So we will see what Ragnarok chooses. I mean, if you're looking at the 3 push maps and what kind of goes with the Reinhardt composition, I mean, maybe you go new queens? I'm not really sure, but, you know, we will see. So as we look here in bated breath.
We get a swap coming in here. Tao is out of the game, and Seal coming in for Tao on the side of Mousketeers.
Very interesting. We will see what this does to the composition on the side of Mousketeers. I'm not expecting much, however, you know, you never know. A tank difference is something that always happens as we will be heading to Coliseum. Very interesting pick here by Ragnarok for what they played last map, but you know, maybe we'll see something different. I don't really expect Mousketeers to change anything of their composition just because it was working so well, and it does work very well on push maps, but you know, you never know. We might see some funky stuff here as we head into the second map.
Yeah, that first map was very close, but at the same time, it felt kind of dominant on the side of Mousketeers. Once Oracle swapped to the Echo, I did question it at first, but Oracle proved me wrong and just kind of dominated the battlefield, especially with that copy onto Bastion towards the end of that last point there.
Yeah, I mean, that was just really good stuff because the best part was, like I said, having those 2 turret forms. That damage output is just insane, and it's something that you can't really compete with, especially when you're already using so much resources to get into the fight. When you're going against those 2 turret forms, there's not a lot of things that you can really do to get out. As we head into Coliseum here, we'll see if anything changes up. Some sneak peeks.
Some sneak peeks of Ramatra on the side of Mousketeers and
Orisa on the side of Ragnarok. So perhaps they did do this under good guidance, as perhaps they're going the Orisa comp.
Yeah, we'll see. Reinhardt is unfortunately not in the best state right now, so I was very surprised when they ran out on that and were able to take a point there too on that last map.
I mean, they were able to take percentages on all points and, like you said, take 8 points. So it's nothing to shake a finger at. But still, in the end, they did fall. But we'll see what they pick here. Yes, it's going to be what we saw, and this is very interesting. That Orisa comp was meta for quite a bit of time until about the mid-season patch when we started to see the JQ. And I was mistaken. Mousketeers opting for a different comp as they're going to try to run this Ramatra. Like I said, sometimes a tank change can do a lot for a team.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting here. Both the DPS lineups from both these teams aren't something you see too often with the Hanzo and Echo. You don't really see these too often. And then Ramatra also is kind of rare these days, in my opinion. Normally I see a bunch of Orisa, JQ, or Zarya right now, so we'll have to see how Mousketeers are able to play around this Ramatra as Seal goes dangerously low and is forced to use form.
Absolutely, I mean, that's a huge cooldown to force out early.
Vioska's railgun is charged, and both teams just playing this little poke back and forth battle right now, trying to bait each other into making the force move. With Oracle getting a pick on Vioska, but Rain trading it right back, And this seems like Mousketeers' time to collapse. They force out Immort on both sides, and Vioska is forced to form. Oracle makes a swap onto Genji. We'll see how that this affects how Mousketeers plays. But both sides seem to have re-stabilized, with neither side getting another pick yet.
Yeah, absolutely. As you see, oh no, just go in here. Seal getting really low.
Oh no, and Seal both got super low there, and oh no, falls! But forces out Immort on the side of Mousketeers and on the side of Ragnarok. Again, both these maps seem to be in sync with their lamps and when they play them right now.
And I think that just shows the equality of how much damage output is happening, but it's just the ability to capitalize on it, and it seems like the Mousketeers are doing just a little bit better job of that as they continue to push past this first turn.
Villain making a artillery strike, but almost I was watching that Bob Dragon right at Villain, but Goombini falls to oh no, and now it seems like Mousketeers are just collapsing. What happened?
I don't even know.
Rain beat it in Bob Dragon, and it looks like that was enough for Ragnarok to win the fight. I thought that Mousketeers were able to stabilize there on the back of Villain's ult, but I guess not. And also Goombini's window.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff used there, but you also have the Blade and the Rampage, or not Rampage, I apologize.
Fortnite Storm.
Annihilate, yeah, the Annihilate coming as they might not even need any ults as they're just able to win this dry.
Oh my gosh. Mousketeers just putting on a dominant performance in that fight right there, able to clean up Ragnarok without using any ults. No ults used from both sides, and oh no, making the swap from Orisa onto Reinhardt.
And an interesting swap considering the high ult charge. I guess they're just more confident in this composition rather than trying to wait for an ult usage.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely seems to be more comfortable on the Ryan as we get a Blade here from Oracle. Oracle getting shut down!
Huge kill there by Bob. And we'll see if they're able to capitalize it. Vioska taking out Villain. Bob taking out Unchanged, and that's going to be it. But now they need to make sure that they're able to push just that little bit further and hopefully get around this first choke point and not get caught out here by Oracle.
Yeah, Bob with the massive 4K right there, and the shutdown on Oracle's Blade was absolutely massive.
Yeah, I mean, you're losing something that could really change the course of the fight, and they're able to deal with it very well, in my opinion.
Both sides with 2 ults here. Seal still has the Annihilation, and oh no, falls! And Seal pops Annihilation here, and this is just going to be cleanup. Seal 3K with Annihilation, almost a 4K there, and Mousketeers just cleaning up that fight on the back of... I think Oh No just took too much pressure from the Bastion.
I agree, and I also think that Oh No was just a little bit too far in there, and their healers were not up and able to help, so they just got caught out, and that lamp was just thrown a little too late.
And Vioska trying to ult early here, but it seems like Mousketeers actually kind of backed off and are actually okay with letting Vioska's overclock run out.
I mean, yeah, if you're able to just back up a little bit and give them some space.
A massive dragon coming in from Bob gets all of them super low and forces out Lamp and Beat and Window. Bob gets 2 picks, but Mousketeers strike right back with 2 picks of their own. Vioska, oh no, this is a very even fight, very chaotic. Right now it's DPS and support on the side of Ragnarok with DPS and tank on the side of Mousketeers.
Absolutely. I mean, I really don't know who's winning this fight as the Mousketeers take back control of the bot. Oracle getting dangerously low, taken out there by Bob, and Ragnarok will take the bot back. But you gotta think, Mousketeers are gonna be back just ready at that choke point.
Yeah, I think Oracle saw a little bit too much red in their eyes and got a bit overzealous there and got punished for it. But Villain with the artillery strike coming in might be able to get a pick. No, is not able to. Oh, massive shatter coming in. Gets shatter on Seal, but Villain with the turret form is able to force Ragnarok back. Window coming through on the side of Ragnarok, able to get 2 on the back of it. 3, 4, and this is actually going to be a fight win for Ragnarok.
Very big here, and it's going to get them pretty close to the next checkpoint and maybe even give them the lead if they don't get back quick enough.
Yeah, as you're saying, it might be able to give them the lead here, but I don't think Mousketeers are going to allow it. I think that they're going to try to force Ragnarok back here and just sit on this high ground and look for an opportunity. With Oracle's Blade coming in, but Rain beating, only giving beat to themselves. Their team didn't get beat, and Annihilation coming in now, hopefully hoping to clean up the fight, but not able to. Ragnarok is able to back away, and while Mousketeers won the fight, I think Ragnarok has time to regroup and come into this.
Yeah, really good stuff there from the Mousketeers, able to take back control of the bot. It looks like they're gonna wait for the rest of the team before pushing. I really like that move, just regrouping before pushing into a full 5-stack on the side of Ragnarok. As we see a dragon come out here from Bob, we'll see if it can be as big as last time.
It doesn't seem to. It seems to have gone a bit too far to the left there, but Window coming out on the side of Mousketeers, that's a lot of damage being pumped through, but Oracle falls? Oracle falls to oh no there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge pick.
Massive Shatter coming in onto Villain, and it looks like Ragnarok is going to be able to win this fight.
Yeah, I mean, barring any unforeseen circumstances, Ragnarok should be able to take the lead here with only 4 meters to go. And it looks like we have ourselves a game with only 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. And they're going to get forward spawn, which is going to be a huge advantage, especially when you have someone like the Reinhardt
that's going to be a massive benefit. And very good job on Ragnarok, able to regroup. Rain with the solo beat onto themselves was very unfortunate, but they were able to regroup it. Oh no, and Seal both fall. Looks like this could be anyone's fight right now, but Bob gets a pick onto Unchanged, and Bob is just dominating this Hanzo battle right now. But yeah, Villain with the late pick onto Sif.
I still think that this is going to go in the direction. Oh, maybe not. Gubini able to take out Bob.
Bob got a bit too overzealous there, and the remaining members of Ragnarok are going to fall back. Happy with the progress that they got. They got forward spawn. They'll be able to take another fight, possibly keeping forward progress for them too. Before Ragnarok is able to get rid of, or Mousketeers is able to get rid of the forward progress. But we'll see.
I mean, they have to be able to touch soon. Doesn't look like they will. But they're going to take the fight relatively early, yeah.
That dragon did cut off Mousketeers a little bit, but Ragnarok didn't take the opportunity. Rain with a big beat this time, getting 4 of them, but Unchanged got Ajax by oh no! Oh no, with a huge charge! Huge! Oh no, getting taken out by Villain at the end there, but that charge onto Unchanged, preventing the beat from coming out, is absolutely massive.
Yeah, I mean, that is really, really good. But now, oh no, not having that forward spawn, and you're going to have that full team of 5 from Mousketeers coming and facing that team. It almost feels like they should have waited just a little bit for oh no to get a little bit closer, because now Mousketeers is going to have a huge advantage in starting this fight.
Okay, Villain with the artillery strike. Rain barely able to get out with the skin of their teeth, but artillery strike doesn't seem like it's going to be able to get anything here. And I think that Rain was just trying to get forward progress, and then Ragnarok did back up and regroup. So that's actually good on the side of Ragnarok here, but they give it up instantly. They aren't able to hold on to it there. I was thinking that Ragnarok would be able to take a fight early, but no.
Mousketeers need to win this fight, or they are going to lose this map, as Ragnarok has a lot of ults online. We'll see if they can capitalize.
With Bob with the pick onto Seal. Oh no, shattering the Bastion, but being picked before they could do anything. Gubini is taking down all of Ragnarok all by themselves right now. Gubini versus Bob. Gubini wins. Gubini just kind of carried that fight for the side of Mousketeers.
And now we will see if the Mousketeers can pull this off, as only the support's on point, as the full Ragnarok team comes back a-swinging. And if they're able to defeat these 2 supports, they might just win this.
Gubini just gets caught out there, and but it does seem like the rest of Mousketeers are able to get back in time, but not in time to save Unchanged. And I think that this should be just pretty easy cleanup for the side of Ragnarok. And it is. we are going to map number 3.
A little bit of a banger here as Ragnarok's able to take a map off the Mousketeers. I mean, very good stuff there. We saw really good ult usage on the side of Ragnarok there. I was really happy with what they were doing, and some of the decisions might have been questionable on the side of Mousketeers. I mean, and another thing, they just really were not willing to change the composition. Like we saw Ragnarok, they started off on the Orisa, and then they were able to change to the Reinhardt, and everything started going good. So we'll see what happens here as we are going to move to Control. The first map 3 that I have personally casted in the Swiss stage, so we'll see what they are able to pick here. Yeah, just really good push map.
Yeah, that was a very fun map to watch and cast there, with it being nearly neck and neck for the majority of the time. I'm very happy that Ragnarok is able to win on this Rhine comp. As a Rhine main, it gives me some hope in the world.
Absolutely.
But that was very interesting. As we move on to our third map type of Control, I believe. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting fight onto the third map to see who wins it all.
And Mousketeers being able to pick this map, I think, is a huge advantage for them, because they're able to pick a map that is like tailored towards what they want to play. So we will hope here that they are able to pull it, or they will hope here that they are able to pull it off, as we are currently figuring out what map we're going to go to.
Yeah, Bob on the side of Ragnarok showing up big with the Hanzo on that last map. Like, Bob just completely dominated the field, it looked like. Had some massive dragons. I don't think any of the dragons got kills specifically, but it did such a large amount of damage, and also just zoning, that it felt like it won Ragnarok some of the fights.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes a dragon doesn't even need to get any kills, like you said. I mean, sometimes the zoning is enough, and it's just very, very impressive to see them use that. As we will be heading over to Ilios. Very interesting pick here. I feel like it kind of plays into a little bit of both teams' strengths. So hopefully we will have a very even map, and we'll go all the way.
Indeed. I don't think we are going to be heading into Ilios, though, because I don't believe Ilios is in the map pool. So I think we're going to have to hold on a second here.
Okay.
While we figure things out.
Yeah. A little bit of NA production here.
A little bit of an oopsie daisy, but continue talking about that last map there. Goombini on that last fight as BAP, getting 3 or 4 there, did give like a sign of life to Mousketeers. There was possibly a chance, but it being in overtime kind of forced both of those supports to stay on 2 point, and Ragnarok was able to collapse on them and just clean it up at the end there.
Yeah, it was just really unfortunate, the timing of that team fight and how it kind of progressed. Like you said, the only people being left being the supports. I mean, the fact that the rest of the team was able to get back, but they're left there with no support. So it's really just either kill or you're losing, and they weren't able to get the picks. So we will see what happens here as we go to Busan.
Yeah. Very interesting map choice from the side of Mousketeers. We'll have to see what Seal is comfortable running, because as you pointed out, Mousketeers didn't change from that Ramatra comp the entire time. So it's going to be interesting to see if Seal is able to play anything else, or if they are going to play Ramatra, which, as our first map is Busan downtown, I don't think Ramatra is that good of a tank on this map.
I agree, but I would also like to point out that I saw Rain hover a Life Weaver.
A Life Weaver? Oh my gosh.
Let's just say I strongly advise against it. That's all I can say right now.
You know, that's all I can say too, but it does seem...
What is that?
All right, before we get to whatever Ragnarok seems to be running here, we are going to take a look at Mousketeers just coming in on the standard Queen Rush here with just a standard Queen Rush with Hanzo, Bastion, Queen, Bap, Lucio, but on the side of Ragnarok, they changed things up at the last minute. We get a Genji, Sojourn, Orisa, Bap, and Lucio.
They're just trying to bait us.
Yeah, they were just trying to bait us. They wanted to get a reaction out of us. They got it.
Absolutely ridiculous.
As we get into this first fight here, the amount of damage coming in from Villain is forcing Ragnarok back a little bit. Vioska almost falling, but Lamp coming out on the side of Mousketeers forces them back, and Ragnarok pushes in, able to get a pick onto 3 of them, but is it enough to win the fight? It is. Oracle tried to do some heroics at the end there, getting 2 picks, but not enough. With Villain swapping off the Bastion onto Reaper and Seal swapping off Queen onto Zarya.
Yeah, I mean, the composition change there I think is very important, and it's first time we'll see Zarya today. So I'm very excited to see how this goes.
Yeah, Zarya into the Orisa comp here should be pretty good. Bomb falling dangerously low, gets picked by Gubini. Vioska getting pick onto Villain though, but it does seem like Mousketeers are still going to be able to win this fight as Seal gets a pick onto Sif and Rain. And now it's just the Orisa left standing. Oh no, getting a pick onto Oracle on their way out.
Yep, and that's a good thing. You always like getting those picks because now you're walking into a 4v5 rather than the 5v5. But Oracle will probably get back relatively quickly.
And oh no, it's making their swap onto Reinhardt.
Of course. I mean, and you know, I really don't mind it here into this composition. Against the Zarya, it's not bad, as Bob gonna try to push them back to the point, force them. Nice pin.
Nice pin, but canceled early. Bob with questionable blade, able to get the lamp out though, so it might just be enough for Ragnarok to push in here. But Window and Dragon coming out on the side of Mousketeers, but yet it's Ragnarok coming out on top with Bob having 2 massive picks onto the Bap and the Hanzo.
Yeah, I mean, really nice fight there as Seal will jump off to join the rest of their team. But really back and forth here as the Mousketeers only at 48% and Ragnarok creeping up to meet them as they have a couple of ults in the bank. And it looks like you're only looking at possibly 2 ults on the side of Mousketeers. So if they ult first, they'll be able to get some more percentage.
It does seem that way. That was a very interesting window because they windowed on basically that like subway platform or whatever. But Window coming out on the side of Ragnarok, able to get a pick off the Seal, but Sif getting picked by Oracle with a nice headshot.
Yeah.
Unchanged beating Rain, matching the beat. This is a very back and forth fight. I think this is still anyone's fight.
Yeah, I mean, the pick on the Seal was huge, but we'll see if they're able to capitalize. Oracle just going up and down that health bar. Moving, oh, huge shatter.
Huge shatter, but they give their lives for it, and Mousketeers are able to flip the point. Reaper ult coming out here just to secure the victory, gets the pick onto Bob, and Sif and Rain are going to have to make their way out. But they're being chased.
Yeah, we'll see if
Sif
they're
gets picked on the way out. That's actually a massive stagger.
It is, and it was a very interesting decision there by Seal to use the grab just to secure the fight, but I feel like they could have saved that and used it for next fight to guarantee this point cap as they are nearing last fight territory.
Yeah, Villain and Seal using both their ults there when I felt like the fight was already won. Very interesting here. Villain is in deep, unchanged, gets picked by Bob's Hanzo.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, but they have to touch or they're not going to be able, as they will. Seal able to take out Vioska.
And Villain able to take out Bob. The flip comes in, but I don't think it's going to matter in the end here as it's only 2 members of Ragnarok on point. But there's Sif is on the way back, so it's actually never mind, it's still 2v4. And it does seem that like Mousketeers will be able to secure the point here. And Vioska able to get in the last minute touch, but not enough to matter.
Yeah. We have the round win for the Mousketeers as they are nearing game point as we move on to round 2. I think they were able to play that Zarya comp fairly well. I still just don't know if I agree with that grab by Seal, because I feel like that flip doesn't even happen if you have that grab. So we'll see what happens here as we move on to round 2. We'll see if we see any composition changes. We do see Vioska changing over to the Bastion and Oracle possibly peeking Widow, but no, they will go back to the Hanzo as Villain opting to go back to the Bastion. Very interesting things here.
Oracle onto the Sim. Is this?
I believe that's just going to be a 4 TP.
Or is it? No, it seems. Oh, Oracle swaps onto the Hanzo without even doing the forward TP. That's okay. These next two maps though are a lot more Ryan friendly than that last one, so it might work inside of Ragnarok's favor if they are able to take it all the way to Mecha Base. But first they have to make it through here on Sanctuary. As we see turret form coming out on the side of Ragnarok here, able to force them back. No team has captured point yet, just fighting for drum control over here as Ragnarok is falling back to point now. Lamp comes out. Lamp gets taken down, and neither side has capped yet. Both just decided to poke, and as I say that, Ragnarok is able to get 2 picks and point presence, but oh no, gives their life for it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just a really unfortunate pick, because you think about the abilities of the tank in this game. It's just so big, and oh no, having to come back from a deficit. As Bob's able to take out Seal though, and they'll be able to hold this point for a little bit longer.
Bob gets 2 massive picks here. Window coming out late. I'm not sure about this window. With them already being 2 down, I think this window is very questionable from Kumbini. Maybe a bit overambitious.
I agree. I think that was a little bit of a waste there. Even with Oracle taking down Bob, you're going to have to regroup as Vioska taking the artillery strike.
Not able to get any picks out of it. Dragon coming through. Villain with their artillery strike now, but Rain beating here, and Window coming out. Every side, both sides are using all their ultimates that they can. But Villain takes down Vioska. That's good. That's a massive pick. That's so much damage out from the side of Ragnarok.
Yeah, a lot of damage taken out there. Sif getting dangerously low.
But Bob with another pick onto Unchanged. Bob is able to get these massive picks as Hanzo, but Oracle able to pick, oh no, and I think Mousketeers should be able to win this fight here, and it should just be cleanup. Oracle another pick onto Rain, Gumbini picks Sif, and it does seem that this is going to be the end of the fight. But 80% cap in the side of Ragnarok, not bad.
Absolutely. If they're able to come back, possibly win with this Shatter, I mean, you're going to see last fight territory. However, Mousketeers have a dangerous looking ult bank, so we'll see what they're able to do with that here. Mousketeers
with almost 4 ults online on the side of just Shatter for Ragnarok. So we'll have to see what Ragnarok is able to do here. Maybe if they're able to bait out a couple of these ultimates but don't use any ults of their own and then come back next fight, that might be their best option. But we'll see what Ragnarok does.
They're playing pretty close together here, and that grab could be very dangerous as Mousketeers backs to the far side of the point as they're playing very far across here.
Bob with a massive pick onto Oracle. Once again, it just seems... Oh, but the grab coming in with the window, that's just going to be so much damage. Forces a Ragnarok to back up and go into hiding here. But Seal is pushing forward.
Yeah, I mean...
Window.
Oh no, getting taken out.
Gumbini getting taken out and Unchanged getting taken out. Dragons... like Starfrost Lovers in the Night meeting across the point there, but Bob is able to take down Villain and Seal. Bob is, oh my gosh, Bob gets 3. Bob just won that fight for them. That was absolutely massive.
Wow, yeah, I mean, really good stuff there as now we approach last fight territory, and Ragnarok will have all of their team members before Mousketeers as they have to desperately touch. Oracle switching over to the Tracer as we near 95. They will get a touch here, but we'll see how close it is.
Yes. Unchanged able to get the touch here, and Rain almost having beat online. There's no beats on, or there's no ultimates on the side of Mousketeers, and Unchanged going down early should seal the deal for this fight. And the Rain is just a Rain speed is just a cherry on top here.
Yeah, I mean, having that ultimate at the end there really just closed that up for Ragnarok as we're heading to round 3 on map 3. This is a very, very close map. I mean, when we were watching Flashpoint, I didn't necessarily expect it to be this much of a banger, but here we are. I mean, it could really go either way right now as we head over to Mecha Base.
Yeah, and Mecha Base is probably one of the better Brawl and Rhine maps out of the map pool for Busan. So I think Mousketeers are actually in a little bit of danger right now.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens, especially if they decide to stay on that comp. And we'll see if Bob can continue the dominance that they have been performing across the entire match.
Indeed. As we get started here, both sides should be taking this high ground, and it's Zarya Brawl versus Rhine Brawl. That is the only difference between these two comps.
Yep, as we head in here, we'll see who's able to get the first picks, as this high ground is often so eerily contested. Villain popping her bomb.
That change. Bob gets that pick on Unchanged, just absolutely massive, and pick onto Villain. Bob is just absolutely dominating this lobby right now. Like, they are feeling themselves with this Hanzo.
Yes, I mean, it is just a very, very dominant performance here as Seal changing over to the JQ to hope to do something about this composition, but we will see.
I do like the JQ over Zarya going into Rhine here. I do think that this is a better, like a good comp switch. We'll see if it's able to work out for them as they are rushing in onto Bob. Seal gets a pick on Bob, but oh no, gets a pick on Gabini. Villain pick on Sif. This is back and forth right now, but Mousketeers have a man advantage right now, and they have to be able to take it, and Oracle does, getting 2 more picks, and that should be cleanup for the side of Mousketeers. Seal getting Oracle, or getting Ono on their way out, and Mousketeers able to flip the point. Bob, though, what is this madman? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge pick, especially so early in the fight as the entire team is together, as they will pop dragons in hope of getting some zoning, as they're going to rush into them.
I mean, yeah, why wouldn't they? They have the man advantage, but Oracle is back now. They get a point flip, but this window on top is massive. Villain raining down bullet hell onto them and gets 2 picks onto Bob and Vyoska. Ragnarok without any DPS now, and they are going to fall.
Yeah, I mean, they're able to get some more percentage, but at what cost? They force out the window, but they use the dragon, so hopefully they're able to come back here, as they will have 4 ults online, but so will Mousketeers as they trade artillery fires.
They trade artillery, neither side getting any picks though. Beat coming in and window. And Shatter! Massive 3-man Shatter! Big slam on the side of oh no. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and the thing is though, you use all 4 ults in your bank, and Mousketeers only use 1.
Yeah, Mousketeers still have 3 ults here, but that's a bit of a stagger onto Goombini there. Ragnarok will be able to gain some more percentage because of that. Oracle peeking from this little side window deflects the Sonic arrow, so Mousketeers know where they are, I guess. But Mousketeers just rushing in here with 3 different ultimates. Oracle using their blade. Seal gets a pick onto Rain, and I think being used a bit unnecessarily there on the side of Mousketeers, but it does win them the fight. And oh no, charges Seal off the map and resets. But Mousketeers used 2 of their alternates to win there. I guess that's fine. Ragnarok does have 94% now though.
Yeah, I mean, that if they're able to get 1 fight win, you think they're gonna take this round, and they have a good amount of ults coming up, so we'll see if they're able to capitalize.
Lamp coming out early though, but that's a massive dragon, gets 2!
Oh my gosh! Seal gets a big ultimate though.
Seal gets a big ultimate though,
but cap.
Bob is trying to cap on point with the help of Rain. This is a 2v2 happening on point right now. Makes this a 2v3 with Sif coming in to help. They need to focus target here. Both sides, please. Bob gets taken out though. Oh no! Sif gets taken out. This does seem like Mousketeers are going to be able to win this point. Gets a pick on Oracle, gets a pick on Dioska. Rain beating at the end here, but it might be too little, too late as Rain finds themselves on point. Oh no, coming in now, and oh my gosh, what a massive comeback from Mousketeers there. I thought for sure that Ragnarok was going to be able to win on the back of that dragon, but Eel's like rampage at the end came in clutch. And
yeah, it really did. I just, you can't ask for a better match there. I mean, going all the way, going the distance, but like we said, Bob just dominating that lobby no matter what the outcome. So really good stuff there and a wonderful match, but Mousketeers coming out on top over Ragnarok. So it's, you know, it's something that we kind of expected to see, but it was much closer than I expected.
Same. That was a very hard fought match. It literally went all the way to like all the distance right there.
Absolutely. Cannot complain about that as we are done for this match. I mean, I don't really know. I know it's kind of... I know we usually pick the MVP from the winning team, but I don't know. I feel like the entirety of Mousketeers just played very well, but the only player who really stuck out to me today was Bob. So perhaps we could name Bob the unofficial MVP for tonight.
I think Bob is probably 100% definitely the MVP on the side of Ragnarok, but I believe we do have to pick an MVP from the side of Mousketeers. I think I want to, personally, I think I would give that to either Goombini or Oracle, because Oracle with that Echo swap on Suravasa was massive and did kind of win them Suravasa for them.
I agree. So let's see if they are still here. Let's see. Oracle. As we see here, I mean, yeah, I mean, I do agree on the Suravasa. Definitely a huge change. Oh no, Oracle just left. Unfortunate. All right, well, let's see who we can get in here. We'll see. Let's take Villain, the other DP. DPS.
I've just been informed that we can pick Bob because player of the match, so we are able to pick Bob if we want.
Let's go. All right. Let me do something really quick.
Okay, so as we get ready to bring Bob in here, hopefully, yeah, that was quite a match. Even though Ragnarok did lose there, that was just absolutely massive on the side of Mousketeers being able to come out on top there.
Alrighty. Here we go. Bob, congratulations. You are player of the match. I mean, we were just really impressed with everything going on. Constant picks on Hanzo. So how did that feel for you?
You know, losing is never fun, especially in a close one like that. I think, you know, there's nothing out of the ordinary in terms of the headshots and picks, but hey, you win some, you lose some, you know what I say.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, it's never good to win the close ones, but it does feel good knowing that you were in that the entire time and you guys were able to react. Your tank feeling very comfortable on that Reinhardt was a theme that we really noticed. So how are you guys kind of playing that composition now, especially with it being so uncommon?
Yeah, you know, everyone knows that the only honorable thing to do in Overwatch is to play Reinhardt. Yeah, I'm actually a Ryan player myself. Don't actually frequent DPS too often, but, you know, for this tournament, I'm testing new waters. But yeah, Ryan guy, only ethical hero. You know, Junker Queen, Zarya, kind of very unethical, dishonorable stuff. But hey, it's better to die a fighting man, be brave, be honorable, than to, you know, win as a coward. But hey, all good.
Absolutely. Wonderful stuff there. Well, regardless of the loss, your team played wonderfully, so congratulations and best of luck on the rest of the season.
Hey, appreciate you. Always a pleasure being player of the match.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Wonderful stuff there from Bob. I mean, you can't really complain there. But that will do it for match 1. We will be back very, very soon with match 2, as I believe it is Mac and Cheese going off against Omega Oblivion. Thank you very much.